Alright, hey there guys, Fiddle Ferret here, and welcome to, I don't know, a little bit of a different video today. So we're not manga or anime or that realm related today. We're actually taking a look at a collector's edition set that I recently bought of one of my favorite books ever, of all time. I don't know if you guys have ever heard or read of the Red Rising saga by Pierce Brown, but it is... I can't even describe to you how much I love these books. It's absolutely gone to the top of it like battles for like my favorite books of all time. It's hard to like beat something like the Harry Potter stories, which are so rooted in like my reading like upbringing that it's hard to like, or Ender's Game, those kind of books. It's hard to top those just because they're so ingrained into my psyche. But these books are like up there on that echelon now, and so. Right here, I've got the Fairy Loot edition. So Fairy Loot is some sort of book subscription service in like the UK or in Europe or something. So if you guys want to check them out, you can. Happily for me, obviously they shipped to the States for this. Once I saw that they had a special edition set of the first 3 books of the original trilogy, I knew I had to get it. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it. One of the interesting things about this set when I ordered it in the mail is I think it only showed like the front. It didn't show the spines at all. So that was a really cool thing to be able to see like right firsthand. And so this is also just like interesting just as for what it is. I've never thought about trying like a book subscription service before. So it is interesting. I'll definitely give it that. Let's see, fairy tales are more... Oh, I shouldn't read out loud because I am super dyslexic and this is going to be bad. Fairy tales are more than time. Or more than true. Oh, I've already messed it up. Not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. That's... very inspirational, I suppose. I'm so sorry. I am the most dyslexic person ever. And the second you start making the words swoopy, oh, it's bad. So does this thing supposed to open up this way? I don't know if it is or not, or if I'm just supposed to take them out. So it's very well put in bubble wrap. It looks like they're all attached in ones. Now, why don't we do that? So it's wrapped up pretty well in bubble wrap. It's not wrapped all the way around, which it probably could have been. Could have been done a little bit better, but at the same time, they do have like bubble wrap layers between every layer. It's a bit scuffed here, which is a little unfortunate, but nothing too crazy. Let's see the books. I'm really excited. So these editions are also all signed, and it wasn't like a crazy price either. I mean, I was like shocked, and I was really nervous I wasn't going to I'm so excited. I wasn't going to get them because I didn't know how hard it was going to be. I have seen some of like the other like special edition sets that they've done that people haven't been able to get and stuff. But oh, I love these already. I just love them. All right, I don't have them in order. Let's get them in order. All right, so here is all 3 books. And here's the first book by the name of Red Rising, which the Red Rising kind of just saga or trilogy, as people like to call it. I would have lived in peace, but my enemies brought me war. So I actually absolutely love the audiobooks of... I'll show you the spines all in one in a second, but they actually all make one picture, which is just amazing. But I've listened to the audiobooks of these, and... fantastic. Tim Gerald Reynolds is like just a master of his craft, and I love how it's signed. I love it. I love it. The exclusive signed edition of Red Rising, signed to the author Pierce Brown, a Fairy Loot special edition. Oh man, I love this. This is one of the favorite things I've been able to buy in a long time, for sure. All right, here we have book 2, Golden Sun. And as you can start to see here, the Reaper's Scythe is what they put on the spine here, and it's amazing. Oh no, this one's really scuffed. Oh, that's too bad. You can't quite see it as well on camera, but there's like these black marks all over the back. It's like scuffed up against something. That kind of stinks. Now, I am their sword, and I do not forgive. I do not forget. I feel like they, of all the quotes, I think they got great quotes for the first and the third book. I don't this is like the quote I would think of for the second book, but it's fair. So yeah, it is like one thing. It's kind of hard to see in spots, but there is like some scuffed stuff on like on the spines or on like the pages, so it's not in like pristine edition, which is a little too bad, but at the same time I don't really care too much. But it is interesting just because it's the first time I've ever bought from this site or any kind of book thing, so it's interesting. So there you can see obviously the signed on the inside cover of that one as well. I'll put this one here, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at Morning Star. And obviously, if you've read the books, the imagery from like the covers and stuff is imagery. This is obviously Ares' crown here. At least it should be. If I'm wrong, then I am ashamed to call myself an absolute Red Rising fanatic. I've listened to like the audio. Like, this one's pretty scuffed here as well. You can see on this cover. A little too bad, but obviously not the end of the world. These don't have to be in like super perfect. I'm never selling them because, so why do I really care if they're perfect or not? So the quote on the back of this book as well: if this is the end, I will rage towards it. I feel like they obviously got the best quote is on the first book. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. But again, I don't know. I'd like to actually sit down and think about it and see if I can think of like better quotes to put in the back. 'Cause I feel like I might have been able to think of better ones, but that one's pretty good. Not gonna lie. And then this one obviously is also signed as well. And then if you just wanted to see, I guess, like the inside, nothing special. Obviously, it's just got the pages, so nothing. I don't think there's anything like illustrated on the inside of these. Oop, my Pax is woofing. And then let's see the spines together. That's what I really want to see. Man, look at that. That looks awesome. I love how the spines aren't uniform, but they mirror each other. So you have, Pierce Brown on the top and then Red Rising on the bottom, but then the middle book inverses it. So it like fits around the scythe. So good. So good. Yeah, my Golden Sun book, you can see it again. You can't quite see it very well on camera. Let's see. It doesn't show up super well on camera, but there's like these black like scuff marks on like a couple parts of the book, which again, I keep saying it's not the end of the world, but obviously I'm like, I wish it wasn't like that. Especially because you can kind of see it on the spine, but I don't think you'll be able to see it when it's like up on the shelf too bad. But yeah, so anyway guys, I do hope you enjoyed this different little video. If you haven't read Red Rising, I highly recommend you check it out. It is absolutely fantastic. Starts a smidge slow, but get 50 pages into it, and I promise if you're going to like it, it just absolutely takes off. But anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back with some more normal manga stuff very soon. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you back on the prowl next time. See ya!